What is up, everyone? It is DJ Martini Midwest Reviews coming at you with another video for my channel today. I have a really good one in the Koss Porta Pros. I want to put my spin on these headphones for you today. I definitely think these are still a very, very good headphone for 2023, and so we're going to talk all about them today. I'm also going to compare them to the KPH 30Is as well, and kind of telling you what positives, negatives, all that good stuff about them. So thank you for tuning into my channel, DJ Martini Midwest Reviews. If you've never stopped in before, thank you so much. I am slowly growing my channel, and all I like to do is do reviews. I like to find all kinds of items, bring them to you, whether it be tech, DJ equipment, anything I can get my hands on. I definitely want to do that research for you so you don't have to. Give it to you all as easy as possible, and then leave some links in case you're interested in some of the products I'm talking about. All I'm trying to do is help. All I'm trying to do is help everyone out there do that research, find the reviews, see what people are talking about and things like that, and let you know what I think. So thank you so much for tuning in. DJ Martini Midwest Reviews, slowly growing my channel. I just want to thank, we're reaching 3,000 subscribers. I'm so excited, and I just want to thank you all for the feedback and for just being there, giving me some info, some insight, some comments, letting me know what I'm doing right and wrong, but nicely. Thank you so much for that. And let's just keep growing and join this Martini Nation so we can keep doing that, and I can continue to make videos for you, which is what I love to do. So thank you so much. All right, let's get into this video on the Koss Porta Pros. I'm gonna switch angles here real quick so I can just bring you a good look of the box, what's in the box, and then give you a good look of those headphones. These are the Porta Pro Utility, and the reason why they call them utility is because they detach, and you can buy a utility cord that either has the Lightning or a USB Type-C, and so that's why they're called the utility. So this, I believe, in my opinion, is an upgraded version to the Porta Pros of old. So you can find the just regular black and silver Porta Pros for around $37. These will cost $49, but I think this definitely is an upgrade. So I think it's definitely worth it, in my opinion. We'll talk about it a little bit more detail later. But the box, like I said, does have 15 to 25 kilohertz sound, 60 ohms of power rating, 101 decibel SPL, 4-foot cables. Like I said, it does come with a 2.5 to 3.5 cable, and that's about it. So in the box, it will have the headphones, the cable, and a carrying pouch, which I'll show you in a minute. And you can see they are stealth gray. They kind of have a see-through look to them, and they do have blue and red on one side. So here are the actual headphones right here, and like I said, they have the blue on one side and the red on the other side. Pretty cool. And the reason why they call them utility is because they do have a disconnect here, so you have about 12 inches of cable here, and you can use just the regular 3.5 to 2.5 here, and the smaller end is the 2.5, or you can buy in a package for $69, which is a value. I will tell you it is value, because if you just buy the cable by itself, it's $44. I think that's really expensive for a cable, but it does come with either you can get USB Type-C or you can get a Lightning cable. I picked the Lightning cable just because I still have a iPhone 13 which still uses the Lightning, and you know, that's where I'm at. I kind of wish I would have actually went with the USB Type-C platform, just because that's where we're going in the future with iPhone. So, but if you have Android or anything like that, you might want to go that way. It does have an inline mic, which works pretty decently. It does have a volume for your positive and negative, and it does have play pause as well. This is a 2.5 on this side and Lightning on this side. Came in this box right here. Nice little box, like I said, but it came in a package. So the whole package is $69. The headphones themselves, if you just bought the headphones with the 3.5 millimeter jack, it's only $49. So depending on what you need, you can just buy the headphones, and then if you have an adapter like this, you can use that. This one's the USB Type-C, but if you had a Lightning one like this, you can still use that as well. So you don't absolutely need that, but if you want an inline mic or volume adjustment, you should probably get the cable. I would absolutely tell you to buy it in the package. Don't buy it on its own, because it will cost you $49, or sorry, $44. So depending on where you buy it, though, I think on Amazon it is $49. Here's that cable here, but I will have to say that these cables are very nice. They are pretty quality. They do remind me of like a Bose cable actually that I had that was 2.5 to 3.5 millimeter jack with the inline. And so they are pretty nice cables, and definitely an upgrade to the stock version, which I did hear a lot of reviews where they had trouble with the cables. Disconnect them. This is the cable that is just the 2.5 to 3.5 millimeter jack. They got gold ends. Very nice cable. Like I said, this is definitely an upgrade, and I can compare it, like I said, to some Bose cables that I have, and also some Sony cables that look very similar. Here are the actual headphones. I will admit, when I took them out of the box, they look a little cheap to me, in my opinion. They definitely look cheap, and they remind me of, you know, any headphones that you used to buy from Kmart, Walmart back in the day. And I never would have thought I'd be an adult saying that, you know, Koss headphones, that I'm really enjoying them. But I am actually really enjoying these, and for $50, these are definitely an upgrade to the other version that I did have some back in the day. They did break, but they were really old, so they did give me some use out of them, but I think they did break. Happened to bend them a little too much, and I think I cracked the plastic on them. But so they are a little bit fragile. You definitely kind of have to take care of them a little bit, and I did have them when I was a little bit younger, so didn't quite take care of things like I do today. But these absolutely, if you want to get a little bit of look when you're wearing these, you definitely will. My family did. As soon as they saw me wearing a pair of these, they were like, did we go back in time or something? These definitely will get you some looks, and I kind of enjoy that. I like the way they look. They look kind of retro. They look a little bit different than your normal headphones, and I can enjoy that. They do sound cheap. Like I said, they are plastic. They do fold up, which I do like that for nice storage. And they actually have a little hook. You can see the hook right there, and they just hook together like this. And you can actually make them a little bit smaller with the clasp. See, come in that travel bag that I was talking about. A nice little bag. There's no like felty material in here, but I mean it's kind of actually rough, but it is a carrying bag. The outside is very nice, very leathery feeling, and they do fit in the bag nicely, so you can put them in there. They will stay together in the bag. Clasp isn't the best, you know, they unhook very easily, but work pretty good there. I do enjoy that. And then when you're ready to use them, they're very easy to just, you know, fold out, adjust them. I would say adjust them before you put them on your head, because this metal band will catch your hair and bite you every once in a while. It can pinch a hair and tear it out, and that is the most painful feeling ever when you're not ready for it. So just to let you know, adjust them before you put them on your head. And then, you know, I do like that they always put the left. This is left, this is right, and they put those little marks on them right there. Yes, I love that. Or, you know, on these ones you just know that the right is right, left is blue, but I just like having to take that guesswork out of them. And then you can just put them on your head. I think they look pretty good. They have the little temple pads, just a little bit of foam on them. And I probably want to adjust these just a little bit more. Go a little bit lower. Right there. I wear them on my back of my head a little bit more. Maybe that's the DJ in me, but they feel really good. Now, I will admit that they don't have a lot of natural noise blocking. So if you're wearing them on a bus, a plane, or a train, or you're in a busy streets or a crowded restaurant, things like that, you're gonna hear some background. And they have some volume, but they're not loud enough to block out extremely noisy places, just to be up front. So they don't have a lot of natural noise blocking. They do sell different pads that might help with that, you know, thicker pads, things like that. But the ones that are on here are quite comfortable in my opinion, and after a while you kind of forget that you have these on. They are that light. They're just comfortable. They don't bother me at all. I'm actually enjoy them very nice. And I am the kind of person that really like over the ear headphones, and these are on the ear, and these are just really comfortable. Like I said, I forget that they're there. They're just super comfortable. So, and like I said, this is the cable right here. They do have a wireless pair that kind of has a cable like this too, but it has the two little wireless sensors on here, and then they just hang down like this too. I never understand why some headphones have like that. Those will cost just $72, and I don't know if I would pay that much for the wireless version, but they are out there and an option for you as well. You know, I quite enjoy them. They don't offer that natural noise reduction that you might need in crowded places, but if you're at home, if you're walking around your neighborhood, those types of things, they're gonna work pretty good. The last thing I wanna talk about before I take you away is the band and the firm or light adjustment. So I'm gonna get up close here. The band is nice, like I said, just make sure you don't pinch yourself. You can get those pretty big. So they do have nice adjustment. That just works. It just reminds me of a retro old pair of headphones that I had back in grade school back in the day. And, you know, they had a lot of this. I remember pinching my head on those, but they were even skinnier back in the day. So here's the firm light adjustment. I don't know if I'm going to get that to zoom in on the lettering, but basically all it does is when it's on firm, it's going to cant these in a little bit more. So it's on firm right now. But if I don't know if I can get you to see this, but if I click this to light, you see that there we go. You see how it canted out? That's all that does. And it holds it in that spot. So let me do that one more time. See, it cants it out. You can see that that one's kind of just straight flat, and this one is canted in. So when it's on firm, it's held in that position. But when it's on light, it's canted out, so they're actually really flat. And see, now if I adjust this back and kind of click it in, there we go. Now it went to firm, and you can see that they're canted in. So I've really seen nobody explain that or been able to show that, so I'm glad I got to show that. I don't think it's a big difference, though. You hardly notice. I have heard people say that these don't have a lot of clamping force, which they don't, but they're not going to fly off your head or anything. They're sturdy. They don't have a lot of clamping force, but I don't think they need a lot of clamping force. They're so light and so small that they just work, like I said. Here's I'll show you the padding real quick right there. Just regular foam, nothing fancy about it. And then the pads are just a regular foam pad. They do make all kinds of pads. They do have a lot of articulation. You can see they can go anywhere, but they are plastic, like I said, so I could see them being kind of fragile, so be careful with them. That's all I gotta say there. The thing I want to do is, of course, talk about sound profile, which you guys are all interested in. Let's go over just a few things real quick. So they do have different colors of the Porta Pros. They have a rhythm beige, which is another version of them, but it does have the inline mic and a 3.5 millimeter jack. Those are $49. They have a 3.5 millimeter jack version with no inline mic, just a cord. And those are the ones that usually hear that the cord is a little chintzy and can break, those types of things. And those are only $37. So depending on where you're at, no matter what, they all have the same sound. Definitely, if you want the inline mic, the volume adjustment, you're going to have to go up to the $50 version, basically. They do have another black and silver model, a midnight blue, a wireless pair that is $72. That's black. But like I said, I don't think I would pay $72 for some Porta Pros. But that's just my opinion. So they do have a bunch of versions. This is the Porta Pro Utility, like I said, and $49 just for the headphones. But if you want the particular USB Type-C or Lightning adapter, just the cord is $44, but you can buy them in a package together, and that'll cost $69. So I absolutely would tell you to buy them in a package because it's going to save you some money. And make sure you buy what you want. And you want the Lightning or the USB Type-C. I would probably tell you to go USB Type-C right now because that's where we're going to be going in the future, but they do have the Lightning available. If you buy the cable separately, it's going to be $44, and I think that's a little steep. They do make a Bose cable that's USB Type-C to 2.5 that might work with this particular model of Koss headphones, but I can't guarantee that. But it is a lot cheaper. I think it's around $15. So you might look into that. Maybe I'll leave a link in case you're interested to check that out, and then maybe let me know if it works. Let's talk about sound profile. Absolutely bottom line, they sound really good in my opinion. They have a very, very smooth soundstage, and they do have soundstage. They were great for movies, music, gaming. I've heard a lot of reviews where they used them for gaming. And now, probably not really competitive gaming, but if you were just normal gaming, messing around, yeah, they're not bad. The soundstage is enjoyable, it's smooth, it's not bright. Their mid-range is actually soft, and so is the treble. It's very soft, but the bass is punchy. When I first put them on, I actually thought they were warm. They're not extremely warm, so they're not a bass head headphone, but the bass is so punchy that it kind of makes it feel like they're warmer than they are, if that makes sense. But the bass is super punchy, kind of my comparison to like a 12 to a 10. That 12 is going to rattle your trunk a little bit more than that 10, because the 10 is going to be a lot more punchy. That's kind of my comparison. A very, very punchy, cool bass that I enjoy because I like 10s over 12s. That's just my opinion. So I like that punchy, lower bass, very good, smooth, comfortable listening. Still has mid-range, but the treble is really soft and the mid-range is also softer. So you're not going to get that super clarity in the music, but you are going to get just a smooth, nice sounding, comfortable feeling. So that's kind of where we're at with the Porta Pros. I did want to talk really quick about the KPH30Is. I've had these for a long time, and they are also a nice headphone. And they have the exact same specs as the Porta Pros, but they sound extremely different. Their KPHIs actually have a lot more mid-range, a lot more treble. The clarity is a little bit better, but the bass isn't as clean as the Porta Pros. Isn't it punchy? They have some bass. It's lacking, but the Porta Pros definitely beat the KPHIs in my opinion. I just found myself, switching between them, and the Porta Pros just sounded better in my opinion. They are a lot more smooth. If I wanted to hear more clarity in music, I'd probably use the KPHIs, but the Porta Pros were just way more smooth and just felt better and punchier, especially when it comes to lower end. So I do enjoy the Porta Pros over the KPHIs. And overall, of all the headphones that I've tested with the 4 Pros, the AA, the KZ99s, the KPH30Is, the Porta Pros are absolutely the best sounding Koss headphones that I've listened to so far. So that pretty much puts it in perspective that the Porta Pros are the way to go when it comes to Koss headphones, and I don't think too many people are going to disagree with me unless there's another pair of headphones out there that sound as good as the Porta Pros. So let me know what you think in your opinion. All right, so positives and negatives. Positives, absolutely. Price point at $50. It's a little pricey, but a nice pair of headphones, like comfortable, portable, smooth, can buy interchangeable cables that are a little bit pricey, but it's nice that the option is there. They have a retro look to some people. Some people might like the look, some people will hate the look, but no matter what, it's going to catch somebody's eye if you're wearing them out. Surprisingly good sound. Like, I was really surprised at what you get. Like, it makes me laugh. When you jiggle these around, they sound like some super cheap headphones. Then you listen to them and you're like, wow, those are actually impressive for what they cost. So the only negatives that I have, like I said, surprisingly good sound, retro look, 60 ohms, which means that, you don't need a lot to power them. You can use them with your phone, your Android device, whatever you're using out there, they're going to sound really good. They had good volume. I've heard some people say that they don't have good volume. I think they had good volume, so I had no issues with that. Light, portable, have the case, a lot of things going for them. Negatives. The only negatives that I have is that metal clip. When you pinch your hair out of your head, that hurts, and it's a big surprise. So something to think about there. Cheap feeling. They have a cheap feeling, but I think if you just baby them a little bit, take care of them, they're going to last, as long as most of your headphones out there. So the cables were all really nice. So I would think they were probably, the actual plastics or something might break before. The cables will not work in my opinion, but people let me know what's going on out there. I haven't had any issues, but I think the cables are actually really nice. And then just the only other thing that I would say is the cable price. The extra cable, $44 for an extra cable. That's a little bit pricey in my book. I think they definitely need to bring that price down a little bit, but that's just my opinion. So if you buy these, buy them in a package with the cable that you want. That way that's cable's a little bit cheaper. If not, like I said, they do make just the normal little, adapters from iPhone that you can buy with the USB Type-C or the Lightning as well. And those are actually, $9, $10, which are extremely cheaper than buying the actual cable for them. But you won't have that inline mic or volume adjustment. So it's kind of up to you. I also put a cable from Bose, like I said, that has the USB Type-C, but I'm not 100% that has the inline mic in it as well, so just something to think about. Other than that, this has been a video on the Porta Pro Utility Stealth Gray. Pretty good headphone, like I said, for the price point. I was actually really surprised. They really surprised me. Glad I got to bring them to you, give you my point of view, give you my thoughts. Please give me your thoughts as well. And thank you so much. I'll have more content, more videos coming on various things. Right now I'm kind of on a headphone kick, but all kinds of items coming in the future. So thank you so much for tuning in to DJ Martini Midwest Reviews. Catch you on the next one.